Hello, and thanks for joining us for another live broadcast of SMTV. I'm Duncan Gilman.
And I'm Mackenzie Murray.
And don't you let anybody tell you that social media is just a bunch of malarkey. And apparently last night it was, because during the vice presidential debate, when Joe Biden said bunch of malarkey regarding the topic that he was talking about with vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan, it got tweeted a lot. Yeah.
I was really surprised that just one word, malarkey, could make such a social statement in Twitter. I mean, but you know, people are watching it and they are having their phones next to them, they have their laptops next to them, so whenever anything amazing happens, they're just ready to jump on it and tweet about it. So. And
more importantly, the brand is ready to jump on it and tweet about it. So what happened, in this case, the brand that we're talking about is the Obama campaign. And what they did was seize on that word because they saw this is going to get a lot of traction because, you know, Biden being himself is going to say things like malarkey.
Yes.
And they knew, the campaign knew that, and so they took advantage of that phrase and bought the trend on Twitter, so that last night when you did a search for malarkey, for the hashtag on Twitter, that purchase tweet came up that said retweet if you agree. It had a link to a picture. So what a great message to send to other brands out there, politics or not. Listen in real time, pay attention to what's going on, and take advantage of it.
I totally agree. The fact that they are very strategic about how they presented themselves in Twitter, and they were like, okay, this is going to be trending, so let's just jump on it. And that's what it's all kind of all about.
Social media is happening now, so act fast. That's what we learned.
Exactly. We always love getting questions and comments from our viewers, so please don't hesitate to reach out to us when you have something to say.
There are a few ways to do that. First, you can email us at questions@splashmediau.com. But since this is a social media show, you can also tweet them to us by using the hashtag SMTVQuestions. Let's go ahead and get started with a question from Michelle, who wants to know, what does embed this tweet mean?
Embedding a tweet means that you can take the HTML code of your tweet or somebody else's tweet and post it into your blog or your website, and it just makes it easier for, you know, if you have something to say. Like I know when I post on my blogs, I like to embed a tweet into my post because it's nice to just see what's going on and make a post around it, and some people find it very helpful for them.
It can be, and I think here's the big difference between embedding a tweet and just taking a screen capture of it and pasting it as a picture. The difference is the embedded tweet is actually interactive. You can click on things. So I went to my Twitter stream here, so here's one from one at the top here, the Cupcake Critic.
Nice.
So let's say I want to embed this tweet from the Cupcake Critic. I'm going to go to expand this tweet so I can see where it says details. And on this unique URL for that tweet, it has that option, which is exactly what was asked in our question, embed this tweet. And when I click, I get the full code to embed it on a blog. And it's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the difference between embedding a code and taking a screenshot would be more of a, you know, the copying, pasting is more interactive. So if someone deletes that tweet or changes that tweet, it also changes in the code.
That's a good point to mention.
So if you take a screenshot, it would be better. That way it's, you know, it can't change unless
you want to play it safe, do both.
Yeah, exactly.
Do one screenshot and one embedding.
Have a backup, always.
Well, that doesn't hurt. I pulled up, since we were talking about it anyway, the vice presidential debate last night, I pulled up another article on Mashable, and it has a couple of examples of embedded tweets. Let me scroll down to them here. So you can see the difference here. This is not just a picture. I can actually click follow. I can click on Paul Ryan. I can click on the image. I can reply, retweet. That's the advantage of embedding a tweet. But I kind of like having the option to do both. Take a screen capture if you think it might go away.
Yeah, I always take a screen capture if I think something's funny or I want to laugh about it later or make fun about it later. So, okay. Ryan wrote to us, is there any beneficial for dry cleaning store to be involved on Facebook?
Absolutely.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of opportunity there, especially if you're a local business, you're concentrated in one particular region. Reach out to people in your area. Talk to people who are maybe following your local sports team or who follow your local newspaper or some events around the area. Start talking to those people about, you know, when do they come in for dry cleaning? What's the worst stain you've ever seen?
Exactly. I think it's very broad, and you can do a lot with it because, I mean, now with Facebook and the presenting themselves with offers, you can, if you're a store, a dry cleaning store, you can put an offer on Facebook that says, hey, I want to have 5 pieces of clothes and you can only pay $5, and people click on that and they get an email. And so it's nice to, like you said, bring in new business. And it's also nice to just, say what you have to say. If you think that you're a thought leader in your dry cleaning store, then go ahead, put it up there. Like best techniques, best clothes to wear. I mean, you could do so much. So I think, yeah, definitely get involved.
Even like a 30-second video of quick stain removal tips,
Yeah.
or how to fix a loose thread on an article
like
of clothing.
alterations.
Alterations,
like, yeah. I think it'd be very neat.
Bottom line, lots of opportunity.
Get on there.
Get on it now.
Now.
You want to be the dry cleaner that every woman wants to go to and every man wants to go to.
Yeah.
Monique wants to know, is it possible to buy a list of Twitter followers?
Yes, Monique, it is very possible to buy a list of Twitter followers, but I recommend that you don't. It's something that you really don't need. It comes across as very spammy, and you don't want organic people to come and find you and see your list of followers and see, oh, these people either are real or they, like if I look at your followers and I see they haven't tweeted not once, how are you engaging with them? So, I mean, no, not at all.
Yeah, the real way to get your name out there and be an authority and talk to people is to have real people interacting with you. And yeah, it'll boost your total follower number, but they're not going to talk to you. And more importantly, they're not going to be your customers. They're not going to be the people who are coming to your store, coming to your business to talk strategy about your products and services.
I agree. William wrote to us, how do I find Twitter users in my town?
Great question for the dry cleaner service.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter search here. I'm just at twitter.com/search, and I can search any topic here in the field, or I can go to advanced search and really narrow it down here. So I can scroll down here and go to near this place, and I could type in a zip code, I could type in a city, let's type in Dallas. We can stay on our dry cleaning theme here. So let's go to all of these words. Dry cleaning. So now I'm looking for dry cleaning in Dallas. Let's see what happens. There we go.
Look at all those wonderful
people
results.
talking about dry cleaning in Dallas. Eric in Dallas is saying, I always forget to go pick up my dry cleaning. He's a perfect person for the dry cleaner to reach out to.
That's so funny that we got this dry cleaning question today, because I literally had no other clothes in my closet, and I go, where are my skirts today? And I was like, oh, they're at the dry cleaner. So luckily there's a dry cleaner right at work, and I just stopped off at the dry cleaner and picked up my freshly clean clothes and put them on today.
And it's kind of a funny coincidence.
Yeah.
But, and I think like so many other businesses, we just don't think as business owners that everything can apply to us.
Yes.
We think that it's a narrow focus. Oh, I'm a B2B, so it's only LinkedIn, or it's
Yeah.
only a website. I can't do anything else. Or I'm a dry cleaner, so I'm stuck with coupons. That's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to stretch a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's more to social media than just Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. If you are a dry cleaner and you want to be in the social space, try Yelp. Try other location services that people can find you, or just I know that Yellow Pages has a social media app, or it would just be easier to because when I'm looking for you, I want to be able to look for you on Facebook, but
Right.
if I can't, I'll Google you, and if you're on Yelp or if you're on Foursquare or anywhere else, I'm gonna go ahead and find you and make sure I'm gonna read the comments to make sure that you are a reputable business. If not, then sorry about you.
Yeah, people are looking for you in a variety of ways, so take the first step. Be there when they're ready for you.
It's a lot more than just Facebook and Twitter.
It is. Outstanding question today. That's not just a bunch of malarkey. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you right back here on Monday. For Splash Media, I'm Duncan Gilman.
And I'm Mackenzie Murray. Enjoy your weekend.